Two terrific teams of 100-meter sprinters en route to the World Championships. Coming up next, the women's 1,500 meters, featuring that champion, Regina Jacobs. Don't go away. Back live at the U.S. National Track and Field Championships. There is the field for the women's 1,500 meters. Here's a look at the records. The American mark by Mary Slaney, nearly 16 years old now. The best time by an American runner this year, 4 minutes, 7.9 seconds by a woman in this field, Regina Jacobs. And it is a big field to contest this national championship.
15 competitors across the track. It looks like the start of a cross-country race rather than something on the track. There you see Regina listed up there.
Back on May 30th in the pre-classic meet on this track, there were 17 runners in the field. There was a lot of bumping and pushing. A runner fell and the race had to be restarted. This should be very interesting. Now, in order to go to the World Championships, every country may enter one athlete if that athlete meets the so-called B standard. But if you're going to have more than one athlete, they all have to meet the harder A standard. And in this field, the only athlete who has that is the runner out front right now in blue, Regina Jacobs.
Let me mention another woman who hit a lot of A standards in her career. The more I think about it, I want to include her in. I mentioned Mary Slaney and Regina Jacobs, but let's not forget the inspiration and the great talent showed over the 70s, the late 60s, and so forth, of Francie LaRue Smith and into the 80s. 24 American records, and that I can count 4 Olympic teams. She deserves to be in that class as well. And as Regina, who, by the way, has said, I'm going to take it out. I want to run a hard 1,200 meters. In other words, 3 full laps of this almost 4-lap race. And she said, I want to see what I can do, and I want to get around 4 minutes. And that would be the world's fastest time this year.
Now, there are 2 fast runners behind her. In red, wearing number 199, is Debbie Marshall from Wayne, Pennsylvania, a finalist in the 1,500 at the 96 Olympic trials. And behind her, wearing number 80, is Shayne Culpepper. Those 2 athletes have a shot at the A standard for the World Championship. If the pace is quick, and right now it looks like it might be.
Quick. She's running this like American male collegiate milers do when they're running close to 4 minutes. The first 400 meters, 60.9 seconds. I hope that she didn't go out and cause herself problems on the last lap, Bob, as she did in the past.
Remember 1993, the last time these championships were held on this track. She did exactly this. Went out quickly for 3 laps, led, and then caught a bear on the last lap, finished dead last. But that was due to a lot of pollen in the air. Now, all that rain that we've had over the last couple of days may have washed that out. She has her allergies under control. Right now, she looks terrific.
Well, let's hope she didn't go out too fast. The rest of the field is close behind. Stephanie Best in the red and white, blue and white top is in second place. Debbie Marshall's third. Shayne Culpepper, having her season of her career, is right now in 4th place.
And behind her is Alisa Harvey.
These women are close, and Regina hopefully calmed down as soon as she heard her split. 2:07 on the nose. In other words, she's running right at about a 4:15 mile pace here. Sensational time. And let's hope she kind of got herself together here with a 67 or 66 lap.
She had a great indoor season, and it looks like she has her sights squarely on that 3:57.12 American record held by Mary Slaney.
You know, growth is the only real evidence of improvement in our life, and at 35, this woman has been an amazing inspiration to women and men in their mid-30s as to what they can accomplish athletically.
Regina Jacobs planned tentatively to double back at the 5,000 meters, which will be held tomorrow. Look at the gap she has opened up. About 35 meters over the field, and she is not letting up.
She has 1 to go, Bob. 2:56 with a lap to go. Let's see what she's got. The rest of the women going by in 3:02.
And it's a 4-runner battle for the other 2 spots on the world team if they are fast enough to make the standard. Stephanie Best currently in 2nd. Shayne Culpepper is 3rd. Debbie Marshall 4th. And Alisa Harvey in 5th.
She's holding together well in that back stretch as she's got a little over 200 meters to go. The time these women are trying to get is very difficult standard. 4 minutes and 8 seconds, which Regina has already ducked under. There she's got about 200 to go.
That was working hard into the wind, and now the wind will shift behind her. Now here's the battle. 2nd and 3rd have broken away.
That is Stephanie Best. Right behind her, Shayne Culpepper with very good sprint speed.
Now, even if they don't meet the World Championship standard here, those athletes in 2nd and 3rd have until August 10th to do it. But right now, look at the performance by Regina Jacobs as she heads for the tape. 4 minutes right now. Unofficially, 4:02:40. And the battle for second and third will be decided between Stephanie Best and Shayne Culpepper, and they finish in that order.
That is the fastest time run in the world for 1,500 meters by a woman this year. 4:03 by Getawami of Ethiopia was the best. Congratulations to Regina Jacobs, 35 years young, as she shows the way to a solid field of America's 1,500-meter best runners.
Unofficially, Stephanie Best at 4:08:53. Shayne Culpepper right there on the track. Looks like she's having a cramping problem. 4:08:69.
Shayne Culpepper's husband is Alan Culpepper, who won the 10,000 meters last night.
There is Regina Jacobs with a new world best. We'll hear from her when we return to Hayward Field. Stand by for more from the U.S. Championships. Welcome back. Final results of the women's 1,500 meters. 4:02:41, new world best for the year for Regina Jacobs. But look behind her, Stephanie Best and Shayne Culpepper. The world championship standard is 4:08 flat. They just missed it by tenths of a second. But as I mentioned, they'll have until the end of the first week in August to get that qualifying performance in a great race. Dwight Stones has our winner.
Regina, 60.9 first lap. I don't think that's quite the way you planned it.
That was a little fast. It wasn't the way I planned it. The crowd got me really excited, and it was about 2 to 3 seconds too fast, and I think it cost me in the end.
I know you were talking about maybe going for the American record, but you did get Mary's meet record. That has to be satisfying.
That's really satisfying. The conditions here are a little windy, not ideal for record setting. So it was a good effort. I'm happy with it.
What do you feel about doubling back in the 5,000 now?
Now I'm really looking forward to that, because that was it was a hard effort, but I have a lot left.
Oh, you look terrific. A great run here. Congratulations.
Thank you.